Hi, my name is Captain Spenceradolph. I will be demonstrating the SSH wrapper agent for Mythic. This agent is built for post-exploitation, not necessarily initial access using SSH, but for follow-on collection operations. The source code can be found here on Github, which covers the installation, local development setup, as well as currently supported commands. I've already gone ahead and installed the agent, and we can see in the installed services, the SSH agent is reporting as online. I also have already exploited this remote target and can currently access it using root's plaintext password and using SSH manually. But for the collection operations that I want to be doing over time, I don't want to be doing all of this manually. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like to use Mythic. So we'll go ahead and go into payloads, generate a new payload, select Linux, SSH, start fresh, and input the connection parameters for Mythic to use. So we'll need the IP, port, and username. Next, I'll select to keep all of the default commands, and there is no C2 profile that is required for this agent. So once all of that is done, we can give a quick description and create the payload. So Mythic reports that the agent is ready for download. So if we can see that in the payloads tab, what Mythic has generated is the SSH private key. But to install this agent, we need to add the public key to the remote host. So I'll go ahead and copy that command. And now that the authorized key file has that public key, Mythic should be able to connect. So we'll go ahead and generate a callback. This additional information is just metadata that Mythic will use to keep track of the host. But once we hit submit, Mythic will go ahead and connect. So in our active callbacks tab, we can double click and start tasking this agent. The first command does take a few seconds for everything to properly register, but we should be able to already see a secondary SSH connection into this target. And once this PS finishes, the rest of the commands should go pretty quickly. So here we can see the PS results. I could also task this through the sh command. Sh will just pass whatever you pass into binsh. So very similar functionality. We could do types as well. As you can see, that works. But what I really want to do is lots of collection. So I'll go ahead and use the integrated file browser in Mythic. And just by clicking, I can send taskings to the agent. Let's say I want to collect Etsy password or Etsy shadow. I can click into Etsy and task an ls just by hitting this refresh symbol. So if I go ahead and filter for shadow, I see it right here. I can right click download. That will task the download command. And I should be able to see that file in the files tab. Mythic is already tracking a lot more information than would normally be tracked if I was just manually collecting these files. It's tracking who collected it, what time it was collected, from what agent it was collected, and even here I can very quickly see file previews based on whatever syntax of the file it is, or different tagging that you have. The other integrated browser that's currently supported is the PS browser, process list browser. This was populated when we ran that first PS command. And here we can see our different SSH sessions. Additionally, what isn't supported with default SSH is the tracking of tunnels. So SSH will let you dynamically add tunnels and remove them, but there is no built-in command to see what tunnels currently exist, which is not ideal for having multiple operators using the same connection. But if I want to add a tunnel, I can also start the command tunnel add and then hit Alt Enter to graphically add all of the parameters. So let's go ahead and make a tunnel to another target through this first connection. I know that there's an additional Proxmox server behind this target. So once I add this, I can list the tunnel. We can see that the tunnel works. Once I'm done with the operation, I can go ahead and task exit. And we can see that Mythic has fully disconnected. This concludes the demonstration of the basic mechanics of the SSH wrapper agent. As you can see, once we're disconnected, we have full database tracking of all of the collected information, and specifically the files. We can go ahead and tag them so that our other systems that are looking at those files are properly integrated. Thank you.